Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Sayin. He fires it. And he pulls in the catch. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 20. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking for some space. It's Miller. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He'll hand it off. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up 1st downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
It's a short completion of the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Now passing the field goal attempt. The offense on the field. Go for it on 4th down. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Bringing pressure. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Offense ready to start this drive. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down after that completion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He missed it. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A loss of 12 on the play. Second down coming up.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Here's the throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
This one will be fair caught. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
The game makes it second and medium. He hands it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here comes an important third down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on third down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
Handoff to the single back. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And now the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Alabama 14, Ohio State 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Gets made on the out route. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Grab down the middle. It's Smith. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's complete downfield. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? It's a shotgun run call. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They call the draw play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Play action here on 1st down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. On the run here. Lets it go. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession but lose a bunch of yards. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it second and medium. Sticking with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Trying for a fourth down completion. Caught over the middle. It's Prentice. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it here. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run. Second down after that run on the previous play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lower. It's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they pick up the first down to 23, getting closer to the red zone.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And Chris, we finally have a great play here by this offense. A nice touchdown throw by this quarterback. This is his first touchdown pass, not only in this game, but the first of the season. So congratulations to him.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner choosing to field this one. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. To throw, it's Simpson. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away.
28, Ohio State, 14.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Ohio State 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's an important score. We got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows if they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Lining up to try the extra point. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Alabama offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's an important first down on that running play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead, but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled, but forced down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. second down and goal. He hands it off from the gun. Defense able to deny the touchdown. He's brought down at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on fourth and goal, number 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Alabama 35, Ohio State 21.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and
10. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion sets up a second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
He tosses it back. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if he didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.